Welcome back to So This is Thailand, and we're here on Expert Advice. Now, for most of us, we want to live the good life and we want to watch our money grow. Now, today we have the pleasure of welcoming Kun Komsorn Prakapphol, the Senior Wealth Manager of Tisco Asset Management. Thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure.
And can you tell us what opportunities there are for foreign nationals living here for investment?
All right. First of all, I would like to congratulate you that you are very lucky to be in Asia, or particularly in Thailand at this time, because the so-called developed world is struggle with the debt problem, and we are shaking it off quite successfully because Thailand's economy is expected to grow at 5.5% this year and around 5% in the next year, and our interest rate is a lot higher than that of the developed world. For example, our 10-year government bond yields about 3.7%. Compare that to 1.5% in Germany, 1.7% in the US, and 0.8% in Japan. We are a lot higher than that. Our stock exchange has went up a lot too. Since the 2001, 10 years ago, the SET index went up 300%. Compare that to 24% of S&P 500. We are a lot higher too. And because of this, I think you are very lucky to be in Thailand this time. And we expect the economy to grow stronger than the rest of the world.
Well, it sounds like with numbers like those, it is an excellent opportunity here. And I know anyone who's looking forward to investment out there, you always have to do your research first. You always have to consider, well, what are the risks? What are the benefits? As a foreign living here, what should I be considering in terms of investments, or before I invest?
All right. First of all, I'd like to, I think you have to decide whether you are going to live here for a long time or for just a contract. You know, if you are going to retire in Thailand, you might have to consider planning for the bringing of your money back home to Thai baht, because there's a currency mismatch, you know, between the currency you saved up back home in your country and the currency you are going to spend in Thai baht. And if Thai baht went up against your home currency, you will convert to a less Thai baht in the future. So you have to plan for that. And there are a lot of, I think Thai baht has the tendency to go up against the developed country currencies because first we have the higher interest rate, and the differential in interest rate will attract money into Thai baht. And when demand goes up, the price go up, the currency rate go up. Secondly, you have the liquidity injection in the developed world. The US did the QE, the Europe did the LTRO, the Japan also did the QE. And that is essentially printing money into the economy. And when supply goes up, economy 101, the price go down. That's why we see Thai baht is going to get stronger against those currencies. That's why I suggest that if you are planning to retire in Thailand, think about the way you want to bring the money into Thai baht. But if you are going to be here for 5 years or in a contract, you can wait a little bit longer to convert it back into your currency.
Actually, if I can ask just a tangent question on this. I know a lot of people who do retire here in Thailand, they receive pensions in their own country. So, you know, every month they might be getting a check from the government. So they do intend to retire here for the long term, but they're still gaining, you know, getting a monthly income. Are they in the same boat with those people who are only here in the short time, or like, would I hold on to my savings in my home country until that favorable rate comes along, or again, I could be waiting a long time?
I think if you're going to retire in Thailand, you might want to convert your saving back home into Thai baht as soon as possible. For the pension, you can't do nothing about it because it comes later.
Sure.
But you're saving right now. You find the right timing as soon as possible to convert it into Thai baht.
Okay, and once you have converted, what are the options that are available to you?
First of all, there are 2 types of tax saving mutual funds in Thailand, the LTF and the RMF. The LTF stands for the Long-Term Equity Fund. It's the government attempt to promote the long-term investment in stock market. You can deduct up to 15% of your taxable income, or less than 500,000 baht each year in LTF. And the only condition is you have to invest, you have to hold it for 5 years before you can sell it. And the second type is the RMF, is the retirement mutual funds. The condition is pretty much the same. You can deduct up to 15% of your taxable income or less than 500,000 baht. There are two conditions, which is you have to invest every year for at least 5,000 baht every year, and you can redeem the fund when you are older than 55 years old.
Okay, and you would consider this pretty low risk options?
Actually, the long-term mutual fund, the long-term equity fund, it is an equity fund, meaning it is risky.
Okay.
The price will go up and down according to the stock market.
Well, looking at the stock market, if you look at the volatility, let's say compared with the stock exchange in the US or in London or in Tokyo, has Southeast Asia or has Thailand been fairly consistent and stable as opposed to what we're seeing happening in Europe?
Pretty much yes, because the economy in ASEAN, the growth of the economy comes mainly from the growth of consumption, and that is more resilient to the global economy than the export. Because Thailand used to rely so much on export, but coming into this year, we grow on the investment and the consumption of the domestic economy. So that's why the stock market in Thailand and in ASEAN as a whole, we outperform the world stock market by a lot in the past few years.
Now you mentioned Southeast Asia, and so there's been a lot of talk about the ASEAN Economic Community, and we seem to talk about it quite a lot. Do you think this is going to affect the way that people save a lot?
I think there's an opportunity for Thai stock market, because compared to other Southeast Asian markets like the Indonesia, the Philippines, they're trading at a lot at somewhat premium to our market. For example, the PE ratio for the Indonesia, they trade at around 16 times PE, while in Thailand it is 13 times PE. That is, we are trading at discount to our neighbors. That's why I see it is an opportunity for the fund to come in when the AEC opens up the market.
You mentioned looking at two different groups, those who are maybe here on a contract basis, maybe only for 3 to 5 years, and those who intend to retire here. And you had the options in terms of the funds, where you can have one that's a shorter term. Are there any other things that foreigners can do if they know they're only going to be here for 5 years? Any other options available in terms of investment?
They can also invest directly into the stock market. You can buy individual stocks. But
as a foreigner,
yes, but you can't buy the local stocks. You have to buy either the so-called NVDR stock. That's pretty similar to local stock, but you don't get the voting right, and that's probably doesn't matter so much for retail investors. But if you really want the voting right, you can also buy the foreign stock. That is the part of the stock that's allocated to foreigners to hold. But the downside is that the foreign stocks might trade at some premium to the local stocks. So I would suggest you buy the NVDR stocks.
Well, I know it's a lot of, we're starting to get a lot of the technical stuff in terms of investment here. If you do have more questions out there, which I'm sure you do, how can they find out more information? Do you have a number or a website we can contact?
You can go to the tiscowealth.com for our website, and you can call the 02633 and 6000 for our hotline.
Well, excellent. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, and I'm sure we're going to get lots of questions from our viewers about options which are available for you out there and other investment opportunities as well.
All right.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Don't go away, though, because we have plenty more coming up on So This is Thailand. Behind me is Patat Gong Khao Noi, which is a pagoda at the center of a very ancient tale. It's a story that most Thais know about a young man who killed his mother because when she brought him some rice for lunch, well, he thought it wasn't enough and got very angry at it. It's really a symbolic relationship with the area and how Thais should be respecting their parents. It's here in Yasothorn, and some place that most people know about but have never visited. So next time you're here in Yasothorn, make sure you stop by. If you come to the Phayat municipality in the Mahachanachai district, you will find a very unique tradition. Well, around me is the proof of it, and it's something I guarantee that you've never seen. These are garlands made from rice. I know it sounds impossible, but the detail, the handicraft, the amount of dedication by the people is absolutely amazing. We'll find out how they actually do it all. Don't go away. The rice cracker garland procession is part of the Makabucha Day, where local residents pay their respect to Lord Buddha. This is a unique and unseen tradition of Yasothorn. You might be wondering why they're using, we might say, puffed rice in order to make these garlands. Usually we see them in flowers. Well, if you think about the area in the time of the year, finding fresh flowers is quite difficult, but there certainly is a surplus of rice. And, well, you can see for yourself that through hard work, lots of patience, you can get something that looks quite beautiful. Take the one behind me, for instance. 4 meters tall, a group of people this many, 1 month to complete. And it's not finished then, it still needs to be decorated following that, all for the celebration of Makabucha Day. It makes a truly unique festival in a unique style in unseen Thailand. Schools, families, and the community all join together to make this religious event a success. Children and adults take part in the preparations, the old generation passing down the knowledge and tradition to the new.